Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is Real Talk with Coach Sherry, and this channel is about workforce development, career readiness, and entrepreneurship. I am just leaving a class. I had just finished, I don't know if you can see it behind me in this building. Um, it's an HR certification program I'm taking through UNCC, which is the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. I'm trying to see. I can't see if there's any. Okay. I didn't know what just happened. This is my first time going live on my phone, but I am in Charlotte, North Carolina. And if any of you know, when I do anything uptown, I take the train. So I've been here all day and I never got on the train at this section, but I've been here all day and I am getting ready to get on the train. The training was phenomenal. I've taken 8 already towards my certification, and I have, I think, like 2 or 3 more classes left. It is so good to skill up and learn new things. I think I'm gonna walk down here to get on the train. It's like a rainy day here, but it's not raining right now, so that's a great thing. They're doing something to the sidewalk over there. Just trying to get my steps in. But you guys, I just wanted to come on real quick and tell you, if you have your own business, if you work with employees, whether you manage them, supervise them, or just work on a team with people, I think learning as much as you can about HR is so important. It is really important because there's laws, there are things that you need to know to be compliant about. There's different ways to better communicate, to work more effectively and efficiently. And yeah, so going through and learning as much as you can about HR is really good. This is the building that I was just in for my training, and it's owned by UNCC. Hey, holla at Yemi, how are you? I'm just doing an impromptu live. I'm leaving a HR certification training. I'm more than halfway through with it. And I'm just on here. I'm walking to the train. This is my first time going live using StreamYard on my phone. So this is all new to me and interesting. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out which side of the train I need to get on. I'm in the first ward area of Charlotte, North Carolina. I wish you could see more of it, but with StreamYard, you can't turn the camera around. So I think I need to be heading that way. So Charlotte has a train system. Oh, okay. So I'm glad you can see. So that building behind me, that's the building that I did my training in. It's called the DuBois building. They just changed the name of it. I'm down here by the Spectrum Center where the Hornets play. But First Ward is really nice. It's very eclectic. I'm going to turn this around so you can maybe see some of the buildings behind me. So the thing with the trains here in Charlotte, you can only go two areas, left or right, up or down. They don't have a lot of they don't have different lines like they do in, say, New York, Chicago, LA. You either going one way or the other. So you can never really get lost. So that's a good thing. And so like I said, if I ever have anything to do in Uptown, I always take the train. It's more convenient. I don't have to worry about parking. I park on the outskirts of the city. It was kind of humid and warm. I think I'm gonna take my jacket off. I have a big bag with me. I have a lunch bag. I didn't want to go out for lunch. Let me see if you can see. So these are the train tracks, how they are here. Get ready to cross. It's beautiful down here. Not too many people out and about. This is the Maginot Library, and it's really nice for children. I'll take you so you can see it. This is a Maginot. I used to bring my kids here when they were younger. I'll take my jacket off. Hold on. Hopefully this will work. Weird angle, I know. But it was hot and humid. It's so humid out here. Oh, hi, Deborah's Glad Tidings. How are you? Thank you for coming in. This is an impromptu. So this is the Maginot. It's an amazing children's library. They have a theater, and they have a children's theater where they do plays. They have different levels. Like upstairs is for teenagers, so they can do their own thing, have their privacy. This is the 7th Street Public Market, and that's also a parking deck. As you can see, we are in Charlotte, North Carolina. Oh, you guys, it is so humid out here. And I'm gonna take you guys along with me on this train ride back home. So here's some things you can see from Maginot. See the children's theater? They have a lot of interactive things for young kids to play on. They have a really cool store in here. It's really nice. And this is the public market. Hopefully you can see that. I know I just missed the train, but one will be back down soon. Soon enough. Just wanted to take you along with me. I said, I know I filmed Uptown Charlotte before, but I've never did a live in Uptown Charlotte. And I'm not able to do lives, unfortunately, yet on YouTube. So that's why I had to do StreamYard. I think I'm gonna just wait right here for the train. It's really a nice platform, as you can see. And these are the tracks. So, yeah, this is 7th Street Station. I'm gonna go all the way to the end to UNC. Hi, Tales of Tea, how you doing? I'm just doing a little impromptu live. I was down in Uptown Charlotte taking one of my HR certification classes, and I was sharing earlier that, oh, it's so hot, I'm sweating. Um, I was sharing earlier, okay, we'll drive safely. Hi, Shade, Princess, a beneficial, now, I'm sorry, Sade Princess, beneficial knowledge. How are you? Hi. Thank you for being here in the live. You guys, please give this live a thumbs up as you enter the building. I am in well, it's called Uptown Charlotte. Here are some of the scenery that you can see around that I see. See what I see? It's so, I think it's the mask. I'm burning up. I'm gonna have to pull it down for a second. Look at me, I'm sweating. I don't know if you can see. Whew, I am sweating. People are riding their bicycles. Look at him, he has his tricycle. So thank God it's not raining. We're supposed to be getting rain from the Hurricane Zeta. We're bracing ourselves for some heavy rain here. And but what I was saying is, you know, if you are in business, if you work with people, if you are in HR, I highly recommend that you go and get a HR certification, because the things that you learn in those certifications, I mean, it's everything from leadership to ethics to dealing with challenging situations, management. It's so much, and people think you have to really work within HR to take those classes, or to get that type of certification, and you don't. Um, it was fostering employee engagement. That was the class that I took today, and I learned so much. Let me tell you, when I go to take classes, I always think about how I can implement what I just learned right away. And I've learned maybe three great things that I know I can implement right away in working in business, in working with my apprentices, my interns. I mean, just so much. And the instructor was dynamite. I'm so impressed with her. I am definitely going to stay in touch with her. Her name is Nicole Smith. If you are on LinkedIn, I highly recommend you look up Nicole Smith in Charlotte, North Carolina. She has a consulting company as well. And I was impressed with how she delivered the content as well as the content itself. Boss Lady Denise, hi, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. Holla at, what did you major in? Oh, in undergrad, I majored in sociology and minored in business. And I went back to school to get my master's in education. But then, and I was almost actually done, but we started moving around a lot with my husband's career. And I started having my own businesses and finding a lot of success in that. So I just actually went back and got a ton of certifications and different things, things that would help me managing my business and doing very well, in whatever situation I was in. So I have a workforce development professional certification, a career services certification, career services specialist certification. I'm certified as a master trainer in three different training systems. One is DISC, if you ever heard of DISC training, Working Smart, which is a soft skills training that I provide for my apprentices and my interns to get them workplace ready. Also in Blanchard, which is situational leadership training. So it's a lot that goes into it. Um, when we did our real estate development, I didn't have any prior skills other than being a real estate investor with that, but I found myself being a CFO as well as the director of marketing and sales with that development project. And just having prior knowledge in business through my family, from my family owning businesses, being up under my parents, I learned a lot of do's and don'ts, and also managing the finances when my husband played professional football has helped me tremendously. It helped me to be able to communicate with different people at different levels, um, and not be so concerned. Oh, I think my train is getting ready to come. I'm just so hot. Oh, Hi, Minister of Music, Terrence Trower. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. As you know, I'm going to let her finish. This channel is about workforce development, career readiness, and entrepreneurship. It is my goal to share with you strategies and resources that can help you in business, in your career. The things that I share, I hope that you share it with others. Don't keep it to yourself. I'm not sure exactly where I am, but in terms of the camera, can't really see. Oh, I'm so hot. Let me see who else is here. Yes, Tales of Tea. How far are you from Charlotte? Are you far from Charlotte? Charlotte is a beautiful city. It's very innovative. They're definitely trying to do some big things here. Um, like I said earlier, whenever I come into the city, I always take the train in. I don't like to deal with the traffic, so taking the train is much easier. I just park on the outskirts, and here's one of the trains coming now. This is called the light rail. That's what we have, the light rail. So, I don't like to have to worry about parking, where I'm gonna park, figuring that out. At least with the train, I know I can get relatively close to wherever I have to go and just walk. And who doesn't need some extra exercise? We're supposed to get rain, as you can see. It's so cloudy out right now, but it hasn't come yet. I might walk down a little further, take you guys. The only thing I wish I would have packed a little bit lighter. My son dropped me off actually this morning, and I knew I was going to take the train this afternoon, but I should have. I didn't need everything that I had packed away because we had interactive handouts for the class. So yeah, I took that HR class, you guys. It was so good. I learned so much. I learned, the importance of having input from the employees. It's really important to know how they're feeling and to do some checkpoints with them. They have these state interviews. I never heard of a state interview before. I'm gonna turn here. Let me see. This is my first. Hi, Sister Fifi Tyson. This is my first time doing a live on my phone as well. I think I'm gonna miss this train. I'm gonna go back here so I don't miss it again. I don't know if somebody was following me, they would look crazy right now. So, a state interview is an interview that you do with your employees while they are still working. And you should do it at least once a year, but I think I'm gonna implement it every 3 months, once a quarter. Look how beautiful this water fountain is. Can you see it? Yes, Sister Fifi, I'm not able to go live yet on YouTube, so I'm doing it on StreamYard. And I can't do it live on my phone. So you guys, I'm gonna get ready to get on this train. I hope the cart I go on is not too full. Should have went to the front, because the middle and the back is gonna be kind of crowded. Well, not too bad. These are nothing like New York subways, that is for sure. Oh, I can't even sit there. I gotta find a place. I don't want to be too close to people. I don't want to be too close. You know what? I think I'm gonna stand here so you can see behind me. I don't know if you guys can see, but I am on the train. I've been here since 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. Can you see? And had a very, very full day. I feel like I want to walk up. But you know what? You can't walk through these. You can't walk through here. like you can in New York. You know how in New York you can walk from car to car? These are separate. So if I wanted to change cars, I have to actually get off. But they're doing a lot of construction here still in Charlotte, as you can see. And that's why a lot of construction companies are looking and are interested in like apprenticeship programs because they're trying to get people that they can retain and skill up. Because a lot of the skills like plumbing, electrical, pipe work, things like that, there's not enough people that can do it. And so they are really looking for ways to attract more people to them. Let me see. Thank you, Sister Fifi Tyson. Yeah, I'm doing what I have to do. Rodney and Jonelle, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Vernell Levinson, hello, how are you doing? It's good to see you. I'm doing well. I'm just really hot. It's so humid here. Um, but it's a beautiful day in spite of it not being sunny. We are going to get a lot of rain, so I'm enjoying this outdoors while I can because I think it's going to rain up until Saturday, maybe. And I hope that you can see this train ride. I'm heading home from Charlotte, from uptown. Now the train doesn't take me all the way to my house. I'm gonna stop at the campus of UNCC. My girls are gonna pick me up. You see the tent city over there? The homeless. God bless them. I want to take some sanitary items to them. But yeah, my girls are gonna pick me up at the last stop, which is at UNCC. I've been here all day. There were a few restaurants they recommended for lunch, but I brought my own lunch. So yeah, you guys, a stay interview is really good. It allows the employee to talk about, how they could be better supported, what they like about what they do. What can you do as the owner, as the supervisor, as the manager, as the team member to make their experience even that much more enriching? And that is something I'm definitely going to implement and utilize. And I'm really looking forward to that because I think, especially my apprentices and interns are going to find a lot of value in that. When a person has a voice, they definitely feel more valued. So no matter what you are doing, make sure everyone that you encounter has a voice. Another thing she said, which I thought was interesting, was when you are in a meeting, don't be the first one to say something. Really listen to what people have to say and contribute. Make sure you get everyone's point of view. And I definitely know that everyone's point of view is very important because everyone sees things a little differently. And with the way they see it, the way you see it, you put it all together and you may be able to come up with an amazing solution. So don't just be at a meeting wanting to dictate your way. Listen and listen first. Ooh, it's so hot. Yes, hey, Vernell. Oh, I'm glad you find it to be great information, Minister of Music, Terrence. Thank you. Let me see who else came into the building. Hope everyone had a great day. How is the weather where you all are? Are you being affected by Hurricane Zeta? I know Jamaica got hit really hard. They are so flooded in many parts. And I actually need to reach out to people I know who have family there. If you have family there, definitely they are in my thoughts and prayers because water is so devastating. People take it for granted sometimes, but it is so devastating. It can really ruin lots of things. I know when we lived in New Orleans and a threat of a hurricane was coming right after my son was born. And, one of the things they say with hurricanes and things like that, people definitely die of drowning. But my most concern was of pictures, those are things you can never get back. And, um, oh, okay. Pictures of things you can never get back. So that was one thing I had taken with me, pictures and also important documents. And I was on someone's live yesterday. Oh my goodness, I can't remember his name, but he and his family live in, his wife is still in the military, and he's former military, and he's living in Mississippi. They're moving to the base, and it's on the water. And, I had recommended to him to make sure that his pictures and important documents are easily accessible if they have to make a move real quick. And he said, oh, most definitely. That's something I guess the military must instill in them, that they need to, um, you know, keep themselves flexible and limber in case they have to move, in case they have to go someplace real quick. And that's another thing. I think military as well as with professional sports, oftentimes you might have to move. Sometimes in sports you move during the season, and you just have to be ready to set up house if you have to. Luckily, my husband's career was blessed where we never had to leave in the middle of a season. He was able to complete all of his contracts, and we didn't have to move like that, but we did move quite a bit. But you just really want to, mentally you have to be prepared to move at the call of a dime, at the call of action. Um, and Burnell is saying, I know a lot of people are getting hit in Florida and Alabama. I'm in California, though, and we're getting the heat and the fires. Yeah, it's like fire and brimstones out here. If it's not fires, people are getting hit with the floods, the droughts, or, just a lot of excess with nature is happening all over. We've been getting here a lot of, I've been receiving email, I'm on alerts. And so I've been receiving emails regarding Hurricane Zeta coming through. Not that we're going to get the hurricane itself, but we're going to have torrential rains and strong winds. So the effects reach so far. And I know with the fires, my mentor is in San Francisco, and I'm just very prayerful for everyone all over, because it's just everywhere. There's no place to run or hide at this point. You just have to be able to deal with it. Whew. Let me see who else. And holla at Yemi, you're in Dallas, and it's cold and wet. Yeah, Dallas is such an interesting city. I would always think, because it's Texas, that was always going to be warm. I had a best friend that lived in Dallas, and she would talk about, how cold it can get. My favorite part of Texas is Houston. I really love Houston. I've never been to Dallas. Thank you, Sister Fifi, for encouraging everyone to thumbs up the live. You guys, tell me, how was your day? What did y'all do today? What did you do? Did you stay indoors? Were you working from home? Did you make any moves? Make any great connections? What's been going on with you? I have a lot of stops to make, but you get to see a little bit of Charlotte, different areas. I hope you're enjoying the view. Once you leave Uptown, you get into, I'm trying to see what part. We might be in like where are we? We're around Sugar Creek. Sugar Creek is, Sugar Creek is like, it's north. No, it's south of Uptown Charlotte. I think I want to say it's north. No, it's southeast maybe of Charlotte. It's still kind of in the Uptown vicinity per se. It's kind of hard to explain. Charlotte is interesting. The city itself, it has these. They called it, because when we first moved here, I'm like, how do you get around? How do you get to know this area? That's the first thing I always do when I move to a new place. Like, I try to figure out, how do I navigate it? And so someone said it's like a wheel, and Uptown is the hubcap, and it has spindles out from that hubcap to the tire, and you have your interstates like 85 and 77 going around the city as the tire, and the spokes from the rim to the tire are the other areas within Charlotte. Because it branches so far out, you would think it shouldn't even be called Charlotte. Like, we're in the Sugar Creek area, but it's Charlotte. But it's Sugar Creek. There's Mallet Creek. There's Noda. There's so many different areas. And That's why when people tell me, "Oh, I want to move to Charlotte," I try to get to know them and their personality, because there's a place for you here. And if you move to the wrong area that's not aligned with your personality, your values, what you deem as important, then you may not have as good of an experience. Like I'm not a flashy person. I'm not a person that needs to get all guzzied up to go to the supermarket. But if you are, that would be South Charlotte. And I knew that about myself when we first moved here back in 1999. And I told our realtor that I didn't want to live where, quote unquote, everybody lived. I want to live, in a place that's more family friendly on the outskirts. And where she selected for us, the area was amazing. It was perfect. So that's another thing. When you move to an area, definitely know who you are, and verbalize that to whatever realtor you're working with. Now that my daughter is a real estate agent, a newly real estate agent, I'm actually going to be training her on personality assessments, because when we did our real estate development, that was something that worked successfully for us and our sales consultants, to understand people's personalities. And you can determine a person's style by the car they drive, by their handshake, by the clothes they wear. And when you can identify those nonverbals, you can direct them to homes, to floor plans, to communities that immediately they will love. So we had 4 different floor plans to sell, and it was attractive to 4 different personalities. So there are 4 different personalities. No matter what type of personality assessment you may have taken, it's always going to be in quadrants of 4. And so they were able to, by just talk, seeing the person, understanding their person, finding out more about their personality, they were able to show them the perfect floor plan. And I want to say, probably 7 out of 10 times when they did that, they closed the deal. Because when you in the business, or in the, not the business, but if you're in the market to buy something, if the salesperson takes you exactly to what you're looking for, then there's nothing stopping you from moving forward with closing the deal. So that was really helpful. Let's see. Vernell was saying, I know a lot of people. Okay, yes. When you come visit your mentor, tell us I'm 45 minutes away from there, whenever you come out that way. Absolutely. And trust me, Vernell, I was supposed to be out there several times, um, and hadn't been able to make it. I was supposed to try and go this past spring, and God willing, next spring. But now people are starting to even plan for in the spring of next year, 2021. They're planning events virtually. But most definitely, when I make it out there, I will let you know. And whoever else is in that area, I would love to do a meetup with everyone. Oh, you were indoors all day? Okay. Yes. Whew. I am sweating, y'all. I'm hot. Like, it's a humid hot. That kind of, it's humid. It's not, the temperature is not hot. It's just very humid. I think it's because the rain is coming. So, whew. The car here is not that crowded. I don't know if you can see, but not everybody has on. Well, yeah, just about everybody has on their mask. It looks pretty good. It's okay. So, Old Concord Road. That's this exit. I'm not too far from my exit. We're getting closer to the university area. So, oh my goodness, it's so hot. Burning up. You can see there's the person. Hope you guys are enjoying the ride. Thanks for riding with me. This is actually also um, a safety thing as well, having you on here. So in case anything jumps off, you guys are here with me. Thank you for taking this ride. I can't wait to implement some of the new things that I have learned, and see what kind of difference that will make. Retention is a big thing right now. A lot of people aren't staying in their jobs. They're not staying with their companies. They're always trying to move on to the bigger and better, but they come to realize that the grass is not always greener. And, so to help them not make those jumps as quick as they are making them. Really trying to show more compassion for them, getting to know them, communicate with them, show concern towards what's going on with them professionally as well as personally. Don't just write them off because they can't do what you are asking them to do. If they can't do what you're asking them to do, see what other resources they may need to be able to do it. I've learned a long time ago, common sense is not common. So what comes easy to you, what's common to you may not be common to everyone. And when you have that mindset and that understanding, I think you have a little more patience when you are teaching people something. I always, when I'm training trainers or mentors, and I know that they're going to be working with people who are completely novice, I always tell them, imagine when you teach a baby how to tie their shoes. Tying your shoe comes so naturally to you, you don't even think about it. But as for a baby, they don't know what to do first, the loop, the tie, the what, the whatever. So, you find that patience to teach them, and they're not going to just get it overnight. It's going to take a lot of times for them to continuously try to tie it before they actually get it, but you still remain patient. And that's how it is even when you work with grown people. They don't always know exactly what you know that you've been doing for years when it's their first time doing it. And you can't expect them to have one and done just because you taught it to them one time to get it. That's just not how it works. And trust me, people can sense when someone's becoming impatient with them. And also when you become impatient, you don't you might even miss a step because you're so impatient. When you become impatient, you don't always continue to do the right thing. So it's important not just for the person you're training, but for yourself to exhibit that level of patience so that you can be effective in skilling up or training up the people that you are working with. So, uh, yes, it is so hot. Let's see. So this train is pretty empty. You could probably see that. Um, oh, it's raining in Virginia? I was in Virginia, Rodney and Jonelle, on Saturday visiting my father. I had taken him to ride up in Charlottesville to see the leaves. He wanted to see the fall leaves. So we went to Charlottesville. What part of Virginia are you near? And we stopped in around Richmond to get something to eat as well. Let's see. Okay, everyone is speaking. Yes, Vernell. So the humidity kills you more than the heat does. That's what's taking over the top. What is it? It's the humidity. Yes, the humidity definitely. I remember when they were building these apartments here, they put those up pretty fast. That's another thing. All this new construction is beautiful and everything, but they are going up so fast. Oh my goodness. Even the houses, you almost would be better off spending a little bit more to get a custom built home to know that they are concentrating just on your home versus a whole bunch of cookie cutters because they're putting them up so fast. And then you end up having a lot of problems with the structure, even with the infrastructure of the grounds that it's built on. You just have to be really, really careful. I know someone, he had built a home in Arizona and he was out there taking pictures. He was out there every day. And I think when he went out there before they actually started building and looked at the footprint of how they how everything was laid out. And he was like, wait, this is not right. According to, the floor plan I have, the bathroom is supposed to be over here and this is supposed to be over there. And when he talked to the contractors about it, he was right. They were actually getting ready to build him a different floor plan than he was actually buying. So you have to be very diligent when you are building anything, no matter how big or small, because you never know what they might try to give you. Um, and then they might feel, well, you really want to live here? You really want a house? So just take it. I mean, this is nice too. No, especially a house. Oh my goodness, get what you want, as much as you can. and don't let them shortchange you like that, you know, especially if they're going to try to give you a whole different model. That's just not even right on every level. I wonder what he's doing. What is that? I didn't want to show it too long. Let me see. Uh, so Vernell is saying, right, Coach, you hit the nail on the head with that one. Thank you all for speaking. This is networking right here, you guys. You know, I always look at lives as being a networking opportunity because you have a lot of different people in the same place at the same time. So if you don't know each other, because from what I see, everyone that's in here, they are great people. So if you don't have each other, please be sure to check each other out. Um, I have great mods. Sister Fifi Tyson is in the building, and she has a great channel. She does some challenges, but she really speaks the word. And she's very inspirational and very supportive of YouTubers of all sizes. We have Minister of Music Terrence in the building, and he does a lot for youth. He engages them, he gives them a safe place. Even though right now we are virtual, he is still considering their needs, and he is providing them with great speakers, singers, people that are motivating to them and giving them a place where, you know, they can share their testimonies, share what they need the youth to hear. And, you know, not a lot of people are considering the youth right now. And trust me, they need a lot with mental health. They need a lot of direction. There's so much going on that they don't even realize the ramifications of doing certain things that in the future can block them from really achieving the success that they want or make it harder for them to achieve the success that they want. So Minister of Music Terrence, he definitely sees the value in the messages that people have, and he invites them on, and I appreciate him. And Vernell, she is a true supporter. I really, when I see her in my lives or even in other people's lives, a smile just comes across my face because I remember being that kind of supporter when I wasn't building my channel, and you know, just going to people's lives, or you know, just being there as a supporter. You just want to hear some good information and appreciate it. And so I appreciate her for that. And then we have, you know, Deborah's Glad Tidings, and she is an author, and she's an entrepreneur as well because she is an author that has books that she sells. And she has written a great book on her story that is a wonderful read, especially if you are going on vacation, if you are, you know, the type of person that loves to read before you know, just to wind down at night or to start your day. She is a great author for that. With her channel, she reads excerpts from her book that um, gives you a sneak peek into what her story is all about. And I see Jill's Comfort Zone is in the building. Hi, Jill. I love Jill's challenges that she does. She reminds me of me if I did challenges because she could never finish it. But she tries so hard. And her daughter is amazing. I don't know, Jill, does your daughter um, have her own channel? Because she's really, really good with YouTube. That's wonderful that she supports you. Yeah, I'm commuting. You on the bus commuting? Okay, I'm on the train commuting. I'm in the university area right now. It's called North Tryon here in Charlotte. And yeah, so if you guys don't have these people, please go and check them out. They all have great content. They're positive. There's no drama. You know, it's just all real light and just a great experience. You can learn something. You can laugh. In some instances, I know for me, you know, you can cry. It's just, you know, a great time. And they all are very supportive, which is wonderful. I think I want to get some lemon pepper wings. I had a salad for lunch. I had brought um, a chef salad from home, and I had some cantaloupe that was so delicious. And so this is the university area, and this Hilton over here, behind it, they have it's called the boardwalk, and there's a man-made lake, and you can do paddle boating. There's restaurants around there. There's clothing stores, a really good ice cream parlor. They have condos, townhouses around it. It's kind of like a little hangout spot. I remember one time I went and I felt like I was in Atlanta. It was a place. So I said, wait a minute, where are we? This is Charlotte? But it's really a cool spot. So these right here where it says JW Clay Boulevard, I know that they have storefronts and medical places underneath, but above and the whole building basically is a parking deck. So this is, for commuters to be able to park and then ride up to uptown in the city. So typically, if I would have driven myself, well, my son, he dropped me off this morning. If I would have driven myself, I would have parked here probably and then caught the train and went uptown. It's so much more easier whenever I do anything uptown to, um, go uptown by train because I don't have to worry about parking. I don't have to worry about remembering where I park. I don't have to worry about paying for parking. I have a yearly pass for the train, and that works out for me. Um, that Panera Bread right there lost so much of its parking because of that parking deck. So I'm gonna go right in this shopping center after my girls pick me up because I think I want some Wingstop lemon pepper chicken wings. But Kohl's used to be in here, but it closed down. So now there's a Food Lion, a Chipotle. Um, this is the university area because over here, I don't know if you can see it. Trying to get to it is University of North Carolina at Charlotte. That's actually the school that my son goes to. We're going down in a tunnel. So this is the last stop that I'm getting off on, and yeah, no, I didn't. I don't think. So UNCC is the largest school in the UNC school system. I think there's 17 different campuses. One is in um, Chapel Hill. So if you know of Chapel Hill, UNC, that's Chapel Hill. There's UNCG, which is UNC Greensboro, UNCW, which is UNC Wilmington, and UNC stands for University of North Carolina. And this is UNCC, so University of North Carolina at Charlotte. And the great thing about this train and this school, because the last stop is actually on campus, is that I'm not here. Is that for my son, the train pass every year was built into his tuition, so he could ride the train for free. Well, not for free because I paid for it in tuition, but basically he rode the train for free. And it was great because he worked at the Spectrum Center where the Hornets play, and it stops right there. So he was able to, just take the train from his campus and do that. Let's see. So I see everyone is speaking. Um, yes, yes. So Jill, it looks like a bus, but it's a train. It's a makeshift train. It's not like the New York subways, but we're doing the best we can. I want to show you guys some of the campus if I can. Let's see if you can see that. So this is the last stop. Jill, this train only goes in two directions, up or down, left or right. So you can never get off or on at the wrong spot. Like if you just stay on it long enough, you're gonna get where you need to go. We don't have different trains like the A train, the C, the 1, the 2, none of that. It's just the light rail, basically. But it's cool. So I guess they're just preparing for us. I want to show y'all. I don't want to get too close to the door. So my son, he lived in this building his junior year, I think it was. Yeah, right across from the train station, which was real convenient. Oh, so my girls are here to pick me up. I can't wait to get home, get me something to eat, and call this day a wrap. But I had a great day. I can't wait to share with you once I do implement the things I learned in the HR certification. I can't wait to share with you, how it worked. And possibly if you have a business or if you work with others, if you're in management, supervisory, or just have a team, if you want to implement it, I would highly encourage you to do so. So here I am. So this is the UNC Charlotte main campus, and this is my last stop. All right. So you guys, thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you for tuning in. This was an impromptu live. I'm just, finishing up my day. And I said, I'm gonna bring you with me. And I'm glad you came. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will be pretty sure I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what time though, because I want to kind of do a preview of what my live will be for Friday. But if you missed my last Friday night live, I highly recommend that you check it out. It was so good. I enjoyed the conversation. I had interviewed Lisa Carter, Carter's Eats, Mrs. Carter's mother, Dr. Joyce Rowland, and she was so inspiring. She was sharing with us how no matter what age you are, make your goals, stick to your goals. There's always more to learn, room to grow, things to do. And if she could do it, so can you, because she's 80 years young, wise, a mother. She has her PhD. She's a wife. She's a grandmother. She's amazing. So I enjoyed it, and I appreciate her for taking the time out to come and say hello and help have us learn more about who she is. Yes. Thank you, Jill, for saying hi to everyone. Let's see. You're welcome, Vernell. Oh, you guys are standing out here. So hot. I think it's the mask. All right. Jill, you popped out for a second. You hungry? Yes, I'm starving. I mean, my salad was good at the moment, and so was that cantaloupe, but it didn't stick to no ribs. I'm gonna tell you that. It did not stick to my ribs. So this is the parking deck. I know my girls are in there somewhere, but as you can see, just wanted to share with you. So you guys, thank you for tuning in. Remember, this channel is about workforce development, career readiness, entrepreneurship, real issues, real life, and real talk. And until we speak again, remember, practice how you play. Practice so hard. So when you play, you actually are playing to win. This has been Real Talk with Coach Sherry. And I want to thank Vernell for coming in, Jill's Comfort Zone for coming in, Deborah's Glad Tidings, Minister of Music, Terrence Trower, thank you for being here. Let me see. Definitely Sister Fifi Tyson, a big up to you. Let's see. Thank you all. Holla at Yemi. Thank you. You were here first. Rodney and Jonelle, I appreciate each and every one of you for saying, you know what? I got a few extra minutes. Let me see what Coach Sherry's doing. All right, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.